Hey, Mark King here, and here's another one of these stories by the New York Post. It's by the editorial board. It says, "Virus racially disparate impact is no surprise. Polls ignore causes for years." Okay, let's just get into this, right? It's another one of these victim articles where some people have no responsibility for their actions. Here we go. In display of the worst kind of political catch-up, Mayor Bill de Blasio last Sunday appointed his wife, Charlene, whatever, as head of the task force, Racial Inequality Task Force. 6 years into his tenure, Blasio seeks to identify the structural racism that contributes to the health. God, Jesus. Yes, apparently, a China virus is racist against a certain segment of the population. Who knew? Things isn't. This isn't. Thing is. This isn't anything new. In particular, the conditions associated with much higher deaths from the bug, including obesity and hypertension. Yes, yes. So, again, when I've been in schools, like I've said, I've been in these schools, and usually the black women tend to be really out of shape. They tend to do more shady stuff, right? They don't seem to be well put together as the Spanish moms, for example. Even though the Spanish moms were kind of overweight, but they were more shapely, if you get my drift. You know. Anyway, um, okay, let's continue. Let's see this quote. But the city and state has long been aware of the disparities. Fumed Chris Norwood, head of the Bronx-based health people. After all, treating chronic disease, particularly the city's Medicaid budget. Oh boy. All right. Decades of national data shows that African Americans are 20% more likely to have asthma, 40% more likely to have hypertensive, and black women are 3 times more likely to have lupus. Critics I know would say the state and health city departments know perfectly well that massive studies show that works showing what works to reduce the toll of chronic disease, yet have to utterly indifferent for years. Let's see what he has to say. Jeez. The city has been slow to address the disconcerting perceptions. Okay, so, all right. Here's the thing, right? If you say certain truths, it's like they call you the worst type of words you can call somebody, right? And it's like it's not that what the people saying is racist. It's like they're upset that what they're saying is true. Okay, that's the problem. You know, yeah, that's the real issue, right? The truth is something that you shouldn't say if it hurts some of these feelings. Some of these feelings will always be hurt by something. Charlene Ruddock, executive director of Bronx Health Reach, says the city has been slow to address many of the disconcerting perceptions in the black and Hispanic. See, I don't understand them, right? I'm trying to understand proper English, right? Shouldn't this be capitalized since they're talking about a race? No, they're not talking about color, actually talking about a race, blacks. I don't know. Anyway, so city and state leaders know that health behaviors in these communities need to change. Yes, they do. You know, so what do they want? The state to provide organic food? I'm just the money is like the money is infinite to these people. We don't really need a new panel to examine the health disparity issue. If anything, the pandemic has revealed to black and Hispanic New Yorkers the indifference of local progressive leadership. Well, okay, could be chronic disease. Maybe they'll make them make the price. Nah, they didn't want until it won't until it gets super bad, and then they'll elect a Republican mayor to change the culture. That's what's going to happen. You know, again, like the people who hurt the people who get hurt most are the people who actually vote for these liberal lunatics. You know, like again, having plastic bags was so convenient. You know, it was something that was amazing. You take for granted. And then again, you hire these lunatics, and the people who hurt the most is the poorest. The poorest are the ones who aren't going to walk around with reusable bags. They're just not. You know, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's a hassle. You know. Anyway, it's an interesting article. Again, it tries to pass blame. Well, this article is really fair, but the quotes they're using from these people in these higher places are trying to pass blame, and even if they admit that blacks tend to be overweight, it's not their fault. It's because the city doesn't provide. That's really it. That sums up this article, and reasons why identity politics needs to, for lack of a better word, needs to die. Okay, all it does is passes blame, pushes propaganda, and basically keeps a group of people or people in general from simply admitting fault and improving their lives based on what they've admitted. You know, again, you want to admit your fault so you can change it. If you keep denying something, you'll never change. If somebody keeps denying that they're fat, they'll never change. You gotta say that you're fat, tell yourself they're fat, then make the changes necessary. That simple. Anyway, alright. Take care, share, save, subscribe, thumbs up, the usual. Bye.